It's possible. It's possible in survival. Assuming you can create the NBT tag with NBT crafting and in 23W13A or B, you can make yourself this spawn egg. It's a falling block spawn egg that will, although I made it so that it's a repeating command block that would immediately replace itself with the spawner. Oh yeah, and also you can place this in survival mode, as you can see. It's entirely possible to place this into survival mode, but I think I don't need that. I can just go with the monster spawner directly. This is a spawn egg, and it has the spawner, and if I give it the experience orb, and I just be like, I'm not going to give it an extreme one. Let's go for 10 to 55. So it's not in the extreme. And then I'm just going to quickly edit this. So it's like this. And let's just pop into survival. Give us the spawn egg. And there it is. You could also use this to place any command block you want in survival, technically. So that you could create a command block that would just give you more of those spawn eggs whenever you'd want. Which is perhaps a little broken. Not that it matters, since you can dupe anyway. There it is. We've combined all of the nonsense that I've been doing today into one glorious, broken thing. Then I'm just going to delete those so they aren't lagging at my world a bunch. Let's make a second one. Keep that guy. So then if we go in here and let's just go with an item. Pick an item. Let's just go with something. Let's just give it a block of netherite. We can also give those a count, so it's a count of 64. And yeah, and then I can just copy this command, and I can go and place it into here. Pop myself into survival mode. Place this down, and we get stacks of netherite blocks for free from a monster spawner. This is, yeah, and because NBT crafting, this horrendous shenanigans is doable in purely survival Minecraft. I hate it, and I love it at the same time. Yeah, basically what you need to do is you need to, I'll put the commands I used in the description of this video. I'll put the command that's in here, and I'll put the command that's in lol. I'll put the command that's in both of these, and then you can just look at it and you can try and figure out, and then you can look at this and be like, okay, I see. So it spawns a falling block that is a spawner, and it also has a block entity tag that basically tells it, hey, spawn these items, or in this case, spawn overpowered XP orbs. It's I think you could also use this to get anything you want. Anything you want. Endlessly. Forever. This should not be allowed, and yet it is doable, and I've made it possible in survival Minecraft. This is obscene. I'm so sorry, everyone. I am so damn sorry that this has been unleashed on the world now. Fortunately, it's only possible using one of two things: crossworld commands or NBT crafting in an April Fool's snapshot. Both things that a lot of people kind of regard as a bit cheesy, but if it's your own personal survival world, there is nothing stopping you from doing this if you want. Just know that if you're going to go about it the MBT crafting route, which I personally see as the more legit of the routes, of the ways to do this, it's going to be very tedious. It's going to be incredibly... I just had a dumb idea. I just had a really dumb idea. Okay, hang on. So, let's just give it a... not... grass block, and let's just... Okay, I have done something great. So, here's perfectly normal grass block. Nothing weird about this at all. And you can make these in survival Minecraft. There is nothing stopping you from making any of this in survival Minecraft, other than the fact that it's an April Fool's snapshot. Ah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I place a flower on this without it? Okay. So if I place something on top, it stops being snowy. At least we have that going for us. Although, I can't place things beside it without it de-snowing. So, yeah. As long as I don't place something on top, it stays snowy. Oh dear. And then you can just obtain the naturalized item itself from the spawn egg, just because it's a falling block that you're getting. Oh, did I find a new any falling block method? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I mean, it's the stupidest any falling block method ever. Ah. God damn it. So yeah. Just falling blocks. Falling block spawn eggs that make spawners that will then spawn something overpowered. Anything overpowered. Like a villager that will trade you frickin' a stack of netherite blocks for a dandelion. Yeah, that's... Why not just make a falling block that... Why not just make a spawner that spawns with netherite blocks directly at that point? I don't know. So yeah. If you want a thing, and you're willing to do whatever it takes, go right ahead. You can also obtain overpowered armor this way. I'm not gonna put the command for that in the description. You need to figure it out yourself. You need to figure out yourself all the things that you can do with this. But yeah, technically these were things, but yeah, you couldn't directly place the spawner items themselves, but if you get yourself a falling block spawn egg, that would then place the spawner. Oh, and also while we're here, I'm just going to /give myself, I'm going to make myself a pig spawn egg that we're going to create the thing. We can also make an armor stand that We could also create an armor stand that has armor on it. But yeah, armor stands spawn eggs. You could have the ability for them to have arms in the tag. But you could technically do that just with a normal armor stand item using the any MBT on any item thing anyway. So, like, the spawn egg part is completely unnecessary. But yeah, unfortunately, due to the fact that you can't set NBT in the result of crafting recipes, there is no possible way to make a data pack that that makes armor stands have arms by default. In the item form, have the items have a tag. It's probably possible to, whenever you craft it, just replace any and all armor stands in your inventory with ones that have the tag. But lol, that sounds like a terrible idea. You could also technically, since I think armor stands have a loot table, you might be able to set up a loot table so that when you break an armor stand, it will keep certain tags like show arms, base plate, and if it's short or tall. I'm now taking a hard left into potential data pack armor stand stuff for directly in the armor stand item rather than having to use a book to manipulate it separately. Although if you want to have precise manipulation, you're still going to need to use the book because, yeah, it's a bit easier to do it that way if you think about it. But yeah, you can create some weird things. Water in the nether, half beds, long beds, broken spawners, not snowy grass. You could technically do this to place whatever spawn. Oh, you could technically do this to place command blocks with commands in them in survival. Yeah. Spawn eggs are overpowered. It turns out. Spawn eggs are just a little bit overpowered. Just a little bit. And falling block spawn eggs are just, well, now you can get anything you want. Infinitely. You don't have to... Well, technically you can with duping anyway, but this way you can get anything infinitely with without having to do duping. If for some certain reason you draw the line at duping, but are perfectly okay with any NBT and any items shenanigans, yeah. At this point, I think just, yeah. Maybe at this point, this is just going to be something that a large part of the community is like, yeah, how about we don't? Which I am fine with. I think it's probably better that way at the end of the day. But this does give you a lot of things you can do. This does allow you to do a lot of things that you shouldn't. Okay, I need to check something. If I change this to redstone comparator, and I give it a powered true with the falling block, and then I and switching its mode gets rid of the power by the looks of things. Or maybe it just depowers eventually when it just gets schedule ticked or something. I don't know. I don't know the inner mechanics of how the redstone works, although its power level isn't. I'm gonna make an even more cursed block configuration. What is this? This should not be possible. This should not be allowed to exist. There you go. So there you go. Yeah. There is no limit. There's no limit to this. If you want an item form for anything, good news. You can have an item form for anything. Mind you, you could just, instead, you could just do this, and you go into, you get a comparator, and then BlockState tag, and then it's powered true, and then place it down, and it's powered. Wow. Don't need the spawn egg for that. But, no, it's still got 0 power, so, you'd still get, okay. This is so weird. This is just too weird. Yeah. I think we're just going to ignore the any NBT on any item stuff from now on, because this is not normal. This is not okay. It's not okay. Oh dear. I just had a stupid idea. So I'm just gonna let's just go with a wall. Let's go with the cobblestone wall. You know, normal stuff. Oh, what's this? We're giving it a BlockState tag. Okay, north is none. North is tall. South is tall. East is tall. West is also tall. And what does this look like when you place it? Okay. There you go. Can you? Oh my God, you can just... Well. New creative mode building possibilities is my guess. In case you ever wanted a pillar that kind of looks... I think it looks cool, actually. I think this pillar looks kind of cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of weird shit you can do in the background of everything. So yeah, Minecraft's broken. And yeah, this is the way you'd have to do it, because I do believe that when you're in survival mode, the debug stick does not actually work. You cannot use a debug stick in survival mode. So, yeah. So, debug stick is unusable in survival mode. But, bullshit like this is usable in survival mode. So, who needs debug sticks? Genuinely. Like, who actually needs debug sticks? Also, we've taken a hard left into really weird shit now. But if I just give this a little BlockState tag, and it's just axis is equal to y, and yeah, I can place on the side of blocks like this. It's as if 1.3 never happened, you know? So I created a dick. Yeah, it's basically as if 1.3 never happened. You can place. There you go. It's a cross. But look at it this way. Okay, we're now it's satanic. Cool. Love that for us. Oh yeah, you can also create leaves that decay. So if we're going here and I were to just leaves, and then I just change, and then we just went persistent false, and we have these leaves and we place them They are not persistent, meaning these leaves will decay. You can place leaves that will decay. So if you're like building a creative mode, and you're building a map, and you want your leaves to be able to decay in your custom trees, one simple trick right here. God, this is ridiculous. This is just too ridiculous. I'm done. I am done with this. I'm just going to stand on top of this dragon head and contemplate what I have unleashed on the world. Bye.